Uh, Good morning, good morning. Ay, ay, ay. I had a slow start this morning, so a little bit late. I'll start with Balloon Skies, and then I'll head over. Hello Frank, hello Spike, hello Horace. Restarting my iPad, because that worked really well last time, so... Usually the lag seems to be my device. And get up late. And I have to force myself to get up at 8. And then 4 a.m. on the weekdays. Man, I need to fix some of my habits. Alright, let me quickly close out of all of my sus tabs. This one is bad. Let's get rid of everything so we can make sure that Sen doesn't get exposed for crimes. And then we go to Spotify. Get the music on. And we'll be good to go. The Stream P2 playlist. Wait, audio's not working. Alright, let's get it going. And also, let's close our closet. We don't want the CC guy popping out of there. He needs to stay in there till he gets CH11 rolled out. The stream starts being a struggle right now. Technical difficulties in the Sen stream. Name a more iconic duo. Sen just needs a second, don't worry. And now we're good to go. Alright, let's get through some of these crap bases. I already set most of them up. We'll take down DC. It looks like Spike's got the rest. So we've been having some heavy matchmaking over at Balloon Skies. Even though we haven't gotten many defaults, our projection is still pretty high. Peak looks simple. Barrel minions. Hog Rider minions. Three shot usually. Cap Speak 2 shots are easy? I don't know about that. I almost got the SP, yeah. I just force quit that. I don't know how I almost got that one. Golem force quit something else sometimes. Capital Peak is the hardest district for high level clans. Because you have to take them out in 2 shots most of the time. But we'll hit some normal districts as well, don't worry. It's not like Capital Peak is the only district. You have to take out 8 other ones before you can get there. And Sunday streams, we kind of run out of stream clans, and so we do a lot of balloon skies and regular districts. Alright. So we first gotta clear the trash out of the way. Ooh, there's a zap down here. Alright, I'll have 4 barbs left, and hopefully I can maintain that because of the giant. Oh my gosh. There's probably another zap on the left. You saw there was like one in the middle, one on the right, so there's probably also one on the left because it's kind of symmetrical. Man, they just spammed all their traps. Let's barb chip down this Inferno. Yep, there's one more over there. Let's rage now. Oh, this music. Hold on. Alright. Drop everything and then we can pause, unpause. That usually fixes the music. Both you and the gameplay keeps cutting out every few seconds. Start of the stream always has a couple problems, don't worry. This is common for the Sen stream. No, you misunderstood. Like, if we have to go higher, it's okay if we destroy peak in 3 shots and I destroy peak in 3 shots. Yeah, no, don't worry. I will be hitting normal districts as well. But usually I focus on peaks on this stream because it's the hardest thing. It's the only thing that will cause me to fail a lot. If I just 2-shot every district on stream, that'd be kind of boring. I'm wondering, is the audio... I don't hear any audio from my gameplay. Is it too soft? Try this. Alright, let's try that. And now we can go low on the right side, and that's the wrap. Yeah, it's not my stream, it's just the, it's my screen share. You need a 3-shot to destroy districts as well? Yeah. So for most normal districts, it's a combination of Sparky, Golem, and Miner. Very rarely will you need to learn anything else. Those are the iconic trio in the clan capital. Alright, we got the Wizard Bomb. You can pretty much force quit from here, but we'll watch the Golem take everything else out. Get a sip of water. Anything else is Loki selling us as a comp layout? Graveyard Hogs sometimes gets used. Like, I sometimes spam Graveyard Hogs to hit bases like this. You could go Golem, you could go Miner, but like, you could also go Graveyard Hogs on some of these. Hog Rider completes the 4th Horseman. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. You know, I was wishing for lower level bases, but not this kind of lower level bases. Oh my gosh. Balloon Skies has had it rough these past couple weeks. Let's go over to Sen 18, finally. I saw my classmates use carts. It was truly a unique experience. So carts are actually one of, if not, it's one of the best competitive troops. Not the best, but in Raid Weekend, they are complete garbage. The bases are just not meant for carts. This is tough. This is real bad. So many isolated chains. You can't really get away with Golem when there's this much damage. But it's hard to use Sparky as well. Alright, we're gonna need a really clean Sparky. How clean is my Sparky, chat? Type 1 if you believe, type 2 if you don't believe. Type 2 if you want to get banned. Alright, let's drop Sparky left side and try to chain the Giants off of this air defense. We'll do a Rage early, Frost on the Blastbow peak. Main problem is this stupid Inferno Tower on the flank and this multi-cannon, which is an isolated chain. We'll give it one hit and then we'll see if it's possible. My clutch trophy is 53.98. Usually get plus 18, but last raid we only get plus 1. I don't know what. We reached number 14. Despite that, we only get plus 1. Why? So as you get closer to your performance, like if you get closer to where you should be in trophies, you gain less and less. So if you start a new clan, your first week of trophy pushing is usually going to give you like a few hundred trophies, right? But slowly and slowly, as you get closer to where you should be, you get less and less. So for example, Balloon Skies usually doesn't see a big trophy change. Actually, usually if we see a trophy change, it's the other way around. Oh crap. Oh, this is bad. Really? Yes, not good. Alright, we got a rage here. I just need to tank this stupid Inferno Tower. Everything else can say screw it. 2 shots on the Blastwood takes that out. I will Giant to tank the Rocket Artillery. And try to use some barbs to kill some cannons. Well, we're at 21%. Barb's gonna get a couple more buildings. 22%. Our spells are questionable. I don't know if it's possible. This is about as much as I could have gotten. But yeah, this is a hard one. This one is a hard one, huh? So, did we get any Teslas on this first hit? Usually the Teslas are on the blast bow, but there can't be Teslas around the blast bow when there's trees like this. We can use Golem on this Rocket Artillery, Eye Dragon on the peak. We need to Frost the Inferno Tower. We can use a Giant to tank at the start and go with something like this. What strategy should we follow to avoid getting minus trophies? Like, I'm afraid I'd get +1 if we perform something worse, then we could get negative trophies as well. The best way... Well, he obviously fills his hits if he's in Legends. Best way is to get better. There's no other way around it, really. There's not like a secret trick. So yeah, if you learn how to get more consistent at two-shotting the districts, and then avoid getting like 4-shots on peaks, I would recommend probably learning 1-shots too, like learning some of the default 1-shots on the Discord. Not every base can be 1-shot, so there's that, but the ones you can, they aren't usually that hard to learn. I forgot to drop the eye dragon. Oops. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. Golem's gonna avoid the blast, but like it's the plague. Can a ram sneak in away from the rocket artillery? Oh, the eye dragon comes over. Okay. I have some barbs going around the edges. The big concern with using Golem for me was the fact that I was at 21%, which means time is really hard. So the Teslas actually pop inside the Frosts. Oh, right, there was one that popped on the left Multicane. I should have known the other one was going to be on the right. But then I can make my attacks better. How can I force the 48 other players to get better? You know, that is always the question in Clan Capital. Your trophies are based on your average performance. So if you get better and your 48 other players don't get better, that unfortunately won't make much of a difference. And I would say the best way to just make them do decently well is minor spam. Now, if you're at 5,300 trophies, they probably already do minor spam, if I had to guess. So I would just learn 1-shots yourself. And it looks like we don't have this one. We have a fast golem too, but yeah, this was just too much. If you learn the 1-shots, it'll make a pretty big difference. Like, just getting 6 1-shots will, that's like plus, I don't know, 30k loot on average in a weekend, which would equate to, what's that, like 90 trophies? Something like that. So yeah, you can make a pretty big difference on your own. It's just you have to be more strategic about how you use your hits. I'd also recommend, unless all your clanmates do need the spaces for raid medals, to just do some of the extra accounts, like get some alts and play a couple more accounts. Like maybe not like 20 alts, but like 3 or 4 alts could help out a lot. And yeah, that's the thing with most trophy pushing clans. I think I already played a Nightmare, didn't I? Yeah, I'll go to Sen 12. Konnichiwa, Sunny. Konnichiwa. Funny part is, most of the 3 to 4 people does the majority. And I think that is the case for almost every single Clan Capital pushing clan. I don't know any clan besides Pink Frogs that has that many unique players in it. HPD has quite a few too, but like pretty much every single player in a top 20 clan needs to know what they're doing. Otherwise, it's a big liability. So even if you have a lot of players, they have to know how to play. Which, that isn't the easiest thing to get arranged. I think we start on the right side here. Barrels over the top. 1 barrel here, 1 barrel here, 1 hog here, 1 giant in the middle. Sparky. Let's go with this. So we'll start with a haste here. Ram tanks a couple of these rocket shells and these first couple of defenses. One annoying thing that they've done here is they've moved these huts in front of the Inferno Towers to be like outside of Sparky chain range. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sparky almost got locked onto that. Would have been so annoying. Okay. That extra barb was pretty good. Alright, looking solid. Double graveyard here. Usually there's a log, so we want to pull it early so Sparky doesn't get hit. Perfect. Barb in behind to clear this big trash building that Sparky's not going to chain. Oh, that barb really. Ouch. Okay, I was late on this hog. I was afraid that there was going to be a Tesla up here. And there was. Hog Rider chipped down the RA. Barrel over the top. We need to put the barrel inside the haste spell because of the air defense. Otherwise, the barrels wouldn't make it over the river. I should have also had the haste a little bit better, I guess. Okay, we don't need to fast forward here, alright? Game, I'm good. I love your fast forward button, I don't need it here. Okay, so we can ram here, that'll tank the Tesla, as well as chip it down. 4 more rams, looks like we're good. Can we recommend Supercell to add army layouts for capital attacks? The most important one to learn is the 10x. Once you learn 10x, there's no other army you'll ever need. But yeah, because the army training is instant, I don't think you need to have pre-trained armies. Also, it's not like as many army camp spaces or spells as Home Village. In general, Clan Capital having pre-trained armies makes less sense, but I mean, it could be nice to add. The main difference with Clan Capital and Home Village is Home Village, you sometimes can't see the bases before you attack. In Clan Capital, Raid Weekend, you can always scout the bases yourself beforehand, so you can always change your army a little bit. But if you really want a preset army to use and never change, 10x Miners is probably the best call. CC is never getting an update again. Yeah, we got our update for the year. Supercell added the useless treasury, and now they can rest easy knowing that they've given Clan Capital what they needed to keep going for another year. But yeah, like if you want to learn how to two-shot most districts, like this is how. This right here. You just drop 2 frosts, 10 miners, zap spell force quit. It would help learning. Yeah, maybe. But like, let's be real here. What I just did doesn't really need much learning. And we're going to do it again. This time we're going to change our frost to heal spells. Because now we have everything frosted up. Clan Capital is a perfectly balanced game mode. At the top, it's very well balanced for competitive players. At the bottom, you can 10x miners all day long. The balance in this game mode is wonderful. Sen, for someone beginning to learn Elo BC, which strat should I focus on first? So that's the thing. It depends what Elo you're at. Like if you're at 1200 plus, the only bases you're going to get are bases that are going to defend rocket balloons. But if you are below 1200, I would say rocket balloons are good to learn. And then usually golem. Like if you want to learn Sparky, Sparky's also good, but it's very punishing on mistakes. And there's a lot of strats that people can use and find more success. Like some people also like to learn graveyard spam. I would say learn it after rocket balloons and golem. But basically learn all the strats that I don't use. I guess I use golem. My IDs have too much gold. Well, now we have the treasury. Wait, how can you visualize the treasury? How can I see how much is going inside my treasury? Yeah, I have no idea. I see so many fails with rocket balloons. Yeah, rocket balloons isn't the most consistent thing, but also, you'll see a lot of fails with every strat. Then capital Elo has low hit rate, right? What's the average hit rate for all of Elo? I think it's probably somewhere like, I don't know, 40%? No, like 30%? Like, capital is hard. And yeah, for raid weekend slime, if you want to get really consistent at two-shotting, this is the strat that people learn. Sparky, graveyard, haste. You drop the graveyards to tank for Sparky. As your troops start dying, you get graveyards, spawns, and then the haste spell accelerates Sparky into the defenses. We'll use our barbs to kill these giants, because Sparky can't target them. Rams to tank, open up some walls. Giants where the rams won't work. And then just watch the Sparky blitz the base. Are GQ or BW possible? I haven't even checked them. Does Rocket League feel like RNG to you, Sen? It absolutely is RNG intensive. But it's not RNG intensive in the way that it will screw you most of the time. Like, if you deploy your rocket balloons, quote-unquote, well, the attack happens so fast that it's sometimes hard to see. But if you're smarter about your rocket balloon placement, usually you can get it pretty consistent on some bases. But yeah, because it's such a blur, and rocket balloon pathing is a little random, there is a little bit of RNG. Let's take a look at Builder's Workshop and GQ. I'll give this a try, probably not possible. GQ is not remotely doable. We'll try Builder's Workshop though. Oh yeah, so you took 14 rams. I usually take 6 giants, 9 barbs, 9 rams. That's why you fail maybe. I think at the start, giants with Sparky makes a lot of sense. It's like a big troop, simple to use. But the reason I take rams is, one, ram is like the dumbest, like this thing. Like just look at this thing. 4 spawn units, 275 damage, 1200 hit points, but most importantly, these barbs inside, they each have like 250 hit points, so it's like 2k HP in total they have to get through. And if all of the defenses lock onto one of the barbarians, like the ram's broken. That's all you need to know. It was not designed to be balanced. And also, when your Sparky's in the haste spell, the giants are usually a little bit too slow to keep up, whereas the ram is the perfect speed for a hasted Sparky. Oh my goodness. All the traps. Man, how many zaps have we hit so far? Yeesh. Barb, chip this down. Here, here. Barb, chip this down. Okay, we've pulled like every single zap. I swear to God. I don't know how many there have been so far, but Builder's Workshop cannot have that many more. Oh, we have to chip down this multi-cannon. That sucks. That's our last barb. Not quite. Usually need the chains to be a little tighter for the one shot. Hey, how hard do you think it is to achieve 1.9 mil? Like, how lucky do you need to be, assuming you're talented, at peak 2 shots? I mean, you can look yourself. There's only been a couple of clans ever who have scored 1.9 million. If you're very elite at peak 2 shots, you still have to get pretty lucky on the week. I'd say like, you can get 1.9 mil like once every couple months if you're good enough. And if you're not good enough, like it's a bit too much. You would need way too many defaults. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, we were close. Last few defenses, they just were a little too spread out. Alright. It's time for the Sunday push-ups. That's a 750 if I've ever seen one. 4 zaps on air defenses, minions, cleans up. Gosh darn it. Ack. Do you enjoy 2 shots of non-default districts more than 1 shots of defaults? It depends on the district, obviously. Like, 2 shots of a hard base is more interesting. Whereas... one shots of non-defaults is way more interesting. Alright. Wish they could just give you a fast forward button at all times, but then some people mistakenly hit it and screw their whole hit. Is there any logic behind graveyard spell deployment? Like I usually drop them without anything. Can you explain how that works in an easy way? So... the purpose of graveyard spell is to tank. And it comes with experience to know where you need the tanking. But like I didn't explain it in my tag, but like it's pretty automatic for me. Like first I want to drop a graveyard, so I drop them here and here. So dropping them on giant cannons is pretty good because the giant cannon only shoots in one direction. So if you put the graveyard to spawn in all different directions of the giant cannon, it struggles to take them out. And then we first drop this one here to make sure that we can tank for Sparky on her approach. And then the second one, I drop it on this giant cannon. It'll lock down this blast bow, and also it will protect my hog riders that I send one on this spear, one on this spear. I wanted to collapse this entire section on the right side, so my Sparky never had to go over there, but I think a lot of zaps killed my hogs. Or I guess the Larrys didn't spawn quick enough, but like that's the point. You just use the graveyards to tank, and there's no hard rule on where you have to drop them, but there are like recommendations. Like usually giant cannons are good, multi-mortar dead zones are good. Away from wizard towers is ideal. Sparky is a lot harder than anything you'll ever learn in the home village though. There is quite a bit of a learning curve. But usually if you just drop the graveyards where your Sparky is pathing. That'll do fine. This one's rough. This one's rough. I don't like the space. It never goes well for me. Alright, let's do this. These space never goes well for me. Do send 14 again. After this peak. Barb here. Barb down here. We don't want Clanmate to take it. Well, I'll give your Clanmate as much time as he needs to take it from you. Give him the best chance at succeeding in life. A spell here. Alright. Inferno Towers are like the nastiest defense to deal with Sparky. When you're playing Sparky, that is. Alright. Dragon stuck in the dead zone, that's good. Barb chipped down the giant cannon. Zap here. Zap can stun defenses, so like a rocket artillery. Get one shot on the rocket artillery with the Sparky. Pretty good first hit. Second hit always causes problems though. And then we finish with the Golem. We already had Cleaners do their hits. Alright, sounds good. We'll go over to the Stream Claims after this, and then we'll try to Golem finish this. This part's the sus part. We'll frost here, and then we'll frost here. There's gonna be a Tesla on the other side in the same way. We'll Barb to help shave some of these trash buildings. We can ram Barb down this rocket artillery as well because it's low. And then maybe a Eye Dragon on the peak, although that's gonna be hard. Maybe we just do like double Hog Rider on the peak. Having more Barbs here makes sense because there's a lot of trash on the outside. And we'll do this. Normally we like having an Eye Dragon for the peak, but because I don't think I'll get to the air defense on the left, and the Eye Dragon can usually take some really crazy paths and ruin your hit, we're not going to gamble on him. Alright. Once Golem takes that HUD out, we can drop the Barb inside the haste spell, so he's fast even after he loses his ability. We can use our Frost here. Let's just take out this rocket artillery at the very start before it ever even gets to shoot at my Golem. It looks like we're going to skip this building in the corner, so maybe keep that in mind for later into the attack so we don't end up time failing. Alright, so there's a zap there, and there's probably going to be a zap, the last zap on the left side Tesla as well. So far Golem hasn't taken much damage, but that will change once we get into the Inferno range. Once again, we have two Hog Riders for that peak to stun it as well as do more damage to it, take it down quicker. Golem actually does a lot better versus the Capital Peak building itself than Sparky. It's single target, has a lot more HP to sustain the blasts, and then we can just use the Hog Riders, trickle them in to slowly make sure that the Golem is fine. We're holding our Zap right now. The Zap is the only way we're going to reliably stun that Inferno Tower. Oh my gosh, really? Golem skips the Inferno Tower, you don't like to see that. Maybe we should have brought an Eye Dragon, it would have been so good here. Kill some Crushers and some multi-cannons. Oh no, we might time fail this. Oh no. Please don't time fill. How do we not time fill this? We're gonna have to barb on the right. I don't need your fast forward button. No. It's making fun of me. Alright, well, we can ram here. Oh no, I think we time failed. No. Alright. Oh no. Gosh darn it. Tough luck. Can we finally get good clans at Balloon Skies, please? Gosh darn it. Golem was not fast enough. He has the endless haste now, but he's still not fast enough. Alright, let's see what our next plan is. We've had atrocious matchmaking at Balloon Skies lately. This cannot continue. He must have hit 1,000 push-ups till now on stream. That's 100 750s. I think I probably have had that, yeah. We've been doing them for a while now. 2 17s and 88Ks. Ouch. Man, Balloon Skies is having a generationally bad run. And then these are our max clans. That's rough. We'll try the Balloon Lagoon and then we'll go over to the stream clans. What do you do here? Sparky Star on the right. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a little bit tough with the Inferno Tower, but we'll bring a barrel. They'll take that out. We'll have a Hawk Rider, a couple of Giants. Or just one Giant at the start. Maybe a lot of barrels make sense here, actually. Let's bring a second. What's this Hog Rider for? Nothing. Let's not bring it. Go with this. Do a stream with a Sparky cosplay. What does a Sparky cosplay even look like? How do you even get a Sparky cosplay? Do I just put like a Tesla beanie on my head? Like how does that even work? So a furry Sparky? I don't know how you got to furry. I don't know what about Sparky looks animalistic to you. But Frank, you have some weird kinks. And I'll just leave it there. Let you stew in your own shame. We have to kill this trash building fast, because Sparky's going into the Inferno Tower. And we need to tank pronto. You never want to let Inferno Towers lock on a Sparky when you don't have a Zap. That is the one no-no in the clan capital with Sparky. Because it will absolutely ruin your day. Alright, we got some barrels. We got some Larry spawns. Life is looking good. Alright, gets chained on the district hall. Now we have a barrel once the splash is gone. Oh no. Sparky just took like the dumbest path. Ouch. That sucks. Ouch! Sparky went right and then goes back left because of the stupid Tesla. Ouch, we got screwed by the Tesla. Darn it. Looks like we're just gonna get the Goblin Mines for doable one-shots. That was rough. If that Tesla wasn't there, I think we had it. Because then Sparky goes left, and then we can drop the barrel inside the hay spell over the top. That's the life of a non-default one-shotter, though. Hey Sen, thank you so much. I always watch your videos whenever I need help, and today, asking you all my doubts, I feel grateful. I will come back again in the future. But you gotta go. Yep, see you, man. I appreciate you for coming out. Very, very few people are positive to me on this stream. We need to keep him around. We need to keep him happy. All the rest of them are making fun of me when I fail. This guy, he's the one. Alright, let's go over to Sen 18. And 14, I think. I think it was 14. Oh, and speaking of the devil, we have Crops here. One of the shit on Sen gang. Plantation 13. How much am I paying him? Nothing. I pay him with knowledge. Knowledge to reach number 1. The most valuable kind of payment. Sacred clan capital knowledge. Sparky cosplay with shock collar. Listen, I never agreed to that. But now that I think about it, I can dress my dog as a Sparky. Does that count? Because my dog, like he walks on all fours. He might be better suited for this task. Because like Sparky is kind of low hanging. Alright, Bart tripped on his Tesla. Pulls a zap there as well. Alright. Now this Inferno Tower is always where problems start happening. I also have a bit of a slow Sparky. Alright, we navigate the bomb. Oh, that's not good. Wait, is that good? I think it's okay. We can barb here, clear the trash. We have a couple of zaps, or just one zap to stun the peak. Slow it down. We have a couple of rams as well. We got the Wizard Tower. It's really good. Most likely won't, though. I think I'm happy with one shot. Let's make sure we get that dragon. And then we'll use our last ram for a couple of traps. And then I think this should be good. CC Hassan. Listen, I said dog cosplay, not putting the shot collar on the dog. You know, it's kind of wild what people get away with in the modern day. Like, I would imagine in, like, the early 2010s, when I was a kid, if someone had a shot collar on their dog and it was caught in 4K, like, their career was over. Now it's just like, listen, the other side's worse than me, so who cares? It's a wacky world we live in. Alright, so we can frost here. Sparky there. Giant tank afterwards also chips down the giant cannon. So the multi-cannon is a little bit low because we already dealt some damage to it earlier on. Giant chips down the multi-mortar, nice. Alright, we have a lot of barbs. And this cart is like the last threat. And that should be a wrap. Ram forward. Sen, do you know how in ancient Egypt, if her age number is on the sun, you know, I like the time on the stream where Crops wasn't here. Can we just return to that? Return to the time when he wasn't? We had wholesome people here like Slime. All the people here were civilized. Now they're talking about putting shot collars on dogs. And me dressing up as a Sparky. As a furry Sparky at that. We used to have civility less than 10 minutes ago. Where did that all go? Just historical knowledge, what do you mean? I don't know what history classes you attended or history books you read, but I think you have a distorted account of history. Alright, what's their next raid? Shadow and Legend. Looks like it's a max clan with no defaults. Have fun with that. We'll go over to Balloon Skies where we have equally as bad clans. Wait, what about Sun 18? What about this one? What do they have over here? Is this the last raid? Looks like it is. Alright. Last raid, we'll try to maximize our gold. I don't know if it'll matter judging by their number of attacks, but this is a little bit instructive. So when you're on your last raid for the weekend, You usually don't want to finish districts, and you just want to get the maximum gold on your first hit that's possible. So like a 750 on the last raid is actually good. Let's also bring an Eye Dragon. Let's go with this. You come from a math background, so yeah, I'm imparting some ancient knowledge to you. I mean, you cannot accept all historical stuff like fairies. So Crops, is what you're saying, I can accept any historical knowledge that comes from you, and I shouldn't trust anyone else. Just trust Crops and his accounts of Egyptian history that he is so invested in. Is that the claim here? Well, I was gonna use the Eye Dragon to you know, kill the multi-cannon, but then Sparky went over there anyways. And then Eye Dragon dies like that. So... Yep. Yeah, this is why you don't want to face max clans on your very last raid. Because it is not easy to get gold versus these. We might just have to finish this one off. Yeah, this didn't go very well. Well, it's not horrible, but maybe we can hit something else still. Barb chip down this multi-cannon. Wish we had a bar for that hut, but alas. Yeah, we'll just leave this at this. 6.5k isn't terrible. And let's see if we can... get more on a different district. Did I do push-ups for the 750 at BL? That was the 750, we can do push-ups. We can do our third set. It didn't strike me immediately as one. But we can get that done. Balloon Lagoon's not bad for gold, but it's a little bit tough. We'll start on the right side, where we can farm some easy ruins. Like this. See how much we can get here. Because these defenses are maxed, we needed an extra barb to get through that air bomb, so Sparky didn't need another hit. Sparky in the haste is actually faster than a normal ram. So we gotta drop the ram a little bit earlier. And then we want to tank for this barb so we can clear these trash huts. Ooh, wait. That's kind of rough. That Tesla. Is it rough? I guess it's okay. We can chain it pretty easily here, actually. So clean start so far, but now we're entering the day. What? Sparky, where are you going? Okay, she just goes wraps left, then wraps right. She did not have to do that. Good thing we have so many Rams, though. Good thing we brought so many Rams. Rams are the most broken troop in clan capital forever and always. Good thing we have these in store. Now, we're entering in between 2 Inferno Towers. This is going to be difficult, to say the least. Let's barb chip down this multi-cannon. We cannot be wasting 4 seconds on another shot. Oh, wait, Sparky goes this way. Okay, thought Sparky doesn't go towards that Inferno Tower. I have not been predicting my Sparky pathing very well, huh? Where does she go next? Does she go I think she goes towards the spear. Towards that Inferno Tower. Okay. Good enough. If we had that extra RAM, we could have probably gotten a little bit more, but... You know, we'll take 7k. Yeah, 7k is alright. And now, we're done here. So we can go back to Balloon Skies. And I don't know how far we are along on Balloon Skies, but we're like 2/3 of the way there. Hey Sen, are trophies distributed based on finished districts? Our clan has specific accounts dedicated for cleanup and not maximizing CG. That's raid medals. Raid medals is based on finished districts, and then trophies are based on gold. So most leaderboard clans, they don't care about raid medals, so it's just better to not finish them off on the last raid if you can, and just worry about maximizing your gold. Alright, how's this gone? Nice try. I think this is mod. Yeah, this is mod. Alright, let's hit down Barb Camp. Barb Camp's always a fun one. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys something devious. Can I get the 6 giant chain? Is it possible? Are the legends true? Let's try it. So one of the reasons why you might bring giants versus Barb Camp is to hold the giants, the enemy giants in place for Sparky chain. So let's see if we can get this done. First, we gotta wait patiently. Be very, very quiet. Okay, you know, we're gonna drop another one. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting giants. Alright, now we open up this wall over here. No! Oh, the 6 giant kill. Oh! Take him down, boys. So yeah, Rage Sparky and one-shot max giants. That is like the best interaction in Clan Capital. Changed my mind. And now we basically don't need barbs anymore. We're gonna rage this Sparky chain because it can hit the rocket artillery, so we can one-shot that as well. Spirit Thrower pulls me away, but we just need that one rage chain. See ya, Horus. Don't shock. You didn't need to remind me that. Listen. How come we've gone from Sen eating his dog to Sen shocking his dog? Why am I getting lumped in with Hassan? What have I done in my life besides being born Chinese that would give you guys the grounds to make these accusations? Okay, good enough. Probably because of Sparky usage. Like, every single person in Clan Capital uses Sparky, though. Does that make everyone else a dog abuser if they have one? Sparky is completely unrelated to shot callers, alright? You are drawing a false equivalency. Sparky only zaps enemy defenses, not my dog. Alright, we're gonna use miners. Oh no. Oh no, we forgot to use our heal. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Man, this dragon is so indecisive. Ouch. No, stop it. Stop it. Alright, pull a zap there. Pull the dragons away. They changed the miner interaction. You can't really pull that zap with the lightning spell and not have it hit miners anymore, but we do pull it with the ram, which is good. How many miners do we have? We have 4. Okay. It's gonna be close. Alright, we have the fast forward button though. No! I think that's push-ups. Alright, we're gonna do 20 because we didn't do 10 earlier. We're gonna make it up. Actually, wait. We're gonna hit Builder's Workshop first. We might be doing 30. 30 is where it starts hurting for me. So we gotta one-shot this Builder's Workshop. What about interaction with 6 giant human beings? Giants aren't dogs. They don't count. They don't enjoy the same rights as dogs do. Audio is glitching a little bit. Alright, we need to lock in. We can't afford to fail this one too. Do you ever bring an eye dragon here? Maybe. We'll see. I think a barrel is still fine. If you just tank this multi-mortar. But the Hog Rider seems unnecessary. So we'll do this. Did they patch the interaction between my toaster and the bathtub? I hope you're not using your toaster in your bathtub. Although I think they probably did patch that one as well. I remember back in the day, if you dropped your iPhone inside water, like it completely fried your phone. But now they make electronic appliances to where they can usually do pretty fine into water. I don't know how they've done it, but science is a wonderful thing. Alright. Good barb on the cannon, saves HP on Sparky and 4 seconds. Now we'll graveyard on... Oh my god! I forgot that there was a blast bow. Oh no. That might be a problem. Might be. Just maybe. Where's my dog? Where is he? If I fail, I blame the dog. Well, because we use the graveyards in the middle, that does make Sparky a little bit more healthy. We'll barb chip... Okay. Guess the barb will just tank us out there. But we'll barb chip down the air bombs. Our Sparky is healthy. There is that going for us. Maybe this was okay. Okay, wait. Okay, too much on the fast forward. Oh no, we're gonna have to do... No. No. No, go faster, Sparky, go faster. Alright, I haven't done 30 push-ups in a row on stream before, but there's a first for everything. Everything happens for a reason. Okay. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Ah. Floor speed also speeds up the clock, I know. I know. Alright. Okay. Maybe this wasn't even a 750. Well, we did the push-up anyways. We're good to go. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Let's figure it out. Dig it. Do it with nice form next time. Hey, listen, I promised you push-ups, not nice form. Okay, yeah, it was a 750. Alright, let's go over to the next one. Capital Peak. Oh, this base is rough. This is like a modified internet base. Didn't put in the blast bow over here. Rip. How do we deal with this? Okay, we're gonna start with Sparky on the spear thrower. Try to work our way left. There's like a piece of like a fuzz on my nose. Okay, let's hey Sparky maybe actually. Not a really great place for a rage. Eye dragon on the left. We need a lot of giants here. Go with this. Okay, thanks chat. I can always count on you guys to be weird. Push-ups are for exercise, okay? Not for whatever you're doing. Alright, let's use Frost on the left rocket artillery and the peak. We need the peak frosted up for the second attack. We can't afford to frost on the blast bow. Wish you could just 4x through like the barbs. Chat, is there a setting to turn on the 4x speed at all times? Like you can have the 4x since the start of the battle? Is that a setting or is that just not possible? Let's just barb. These down. Ow! Okay, the dragon just went down. I was just talking because I was so scared. If that dragon lived, it was Jover. Okay. Alright. Wait, do we get the rocket artillery on the left? Ooh, Sparky got the last shot. Barb's got the rocket artillery. Wait. Oh, wait. Is this possible now? That was amazing. If we drop Sparky back into the haste spell, goes towards the rapid rocket, then rocket artillery. I think Sparky's probably the call, even though I think normally the space gets finished off with Golem. Because you want to frost here on the left with like a Hog Rider to take out the peak. Do you want to frost the cannon or do you want to frost the right? I think you frost the right. And then frost on the Inferno. Do we pop any Teslas at the start? Oh, there was one here, so there's probably one here as well. So we also want to... These bomb towers would be able to chain a Tesla between here, so we want to actually use a ram here to maybe trigger the Tesla and get a free chain. We'll do this. 120 seconds passing your attack, fast forward begins. Okay, so you can't turn it on earlier. I was just wondering, because I know you can turn it on during the last minute. I didn't know if you could turn it on even before then. But alas, you cannot. The struggle is real. Maybe you want to freeze the cart, actually. Yeah, I think you freeze the cart with the Inferno. Alright, this is still a very hard finish. I don't think Golem ever works. Alright, let's lock in. Is there a Tesla there? Yes, there is. Great. It might hit me on the second bomb tower. Ugh. Oh, this is ugly. Blast is gonna get one more shot on me. We don't have cleanup either. Did I just go through all of this just to get a 750? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Please. Please. I deserve better than this. Please. 1, 2. Wait. Please don't be any more traps. Does he have it? I think we might have it. Fast forward. Oh man, that was a sick one. That was a sick one. Oh, that was a sick one. 2 insane hits. Alright, we got it. We got it. What is the name of the music with the lo-fi trumpets earlier? Let's figure it out. Not that one. Is it this one? Comfort and Solitude, maybe? I don't know. I don't know then. It's gone in the abyss. Alright, let's go over to... Oh, after all that, alright. We got Goblin Mines. We'll do Goblin Mines. You know, sometimes the game punishes you for playing well, so the only thing you can do is play bad. Or something like that. Sen, why are you unlocking these claims? It's not me! It's not me! It's Blackwing's fault. You know, whenever stuff is going wrong for you, you need like a couple things that you can blame. You can unjustly blame. Like, If anything goes wrong, I can always just blame my dog for it. I can always blame Blackwing, even though we kicked him out of the clan a long time ago. You know, it's not always about taking accountability for your actions. It's sometimes about knowing that there's someone who can take accountability for you. Or something like that. Well, at least these don't look very hard to two-shot, but anyone who is wondering how you two-shot bases, you just go Sparky. That is the answer. Life lessons with Sen. That's right. I'm a modern-day Aristotle, Socrates, Pluto. All of that combined into one clan capital god. Alright. We've killed like every single goblin. And this one is a rat, basically. Why kick closed ones? I don't think I actually kicked Blackwing. I forget what happened, but I demoted Blackwing, and then he protested by leaving. So basically, I think what ended up happening was like I kept bullying Blackwing, thinking he would never fight back, and then he finally quit on me, and then I was sad. So if there's any bullies out there, I think you can learn from my mistakes. You have to bully in moderation. If you bully someone too hard, they'll quit on you. And then you won't have someone to bully anymore. So like after you know you push someone's head into the urinal, like maybe you should give it a rest for a couple of days before you take their lunch money. Otherwise, they might not come to school and you won't have the lunch money to take anymore. We only give people good advice on this stream. Any other life issues you guys have problems with, don't worry, Sen's here. He'll be here every week. Alright. Let's get back to the Sparky Rage business. The thing we know best. You want a live Sparky tutorial? This is it. Rage Sparky's pretty good versus max bases, especially Barb Camp. You can't see it right now, but Sparky can one-shot those giants inside the Rage spell. And now that Blackwing is gone, I have Spike. And Spike after this week, after the... I'm not even going to show it yet, because I'm waiting for something even better, but after this week, he knows I have ammunition to make him the next Blackwing. So I just want you to be careful today, Spike. Until the replays clears, you need to be careful. Oh, we don't get any giant kills. Rip. Hey, can I join? Junior DC. That sounds like a rapper name. Where are those replay wiping maintenance breaks when you need them? Spike, you're in a weak negotiating position. Until those replays get wiped, there's a threat of becoming the next Blackwing, and you know what kind of dirt I have on you. Where is it? Oh, I can't find it. No. No. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, this was it. At any moment, Spike, I can click this replay button on this 22%. Your career will be over. I just want you to know I am not to be messed with. I'm the leader of this clan and I run this like a dictatorship. In this world, there's few remaining dictators left. There's North Korea and there's Balloon Skies. North Korea, they might starve you, but Balloon Skies will put you on the pedestal so everyone can laugh. So you can take your pick. Shame or hunger. Alright. Let's use the other Sparky attack. So this is the other Sparky attack that's viable. Sparky Haste Graveyards. We drop the graveyards in these open areas where the Larrys go in different directions so they don't get splashed. And they'll tank the defenses so you don't have to use your tanking as fast. Like, you don't have to send as many Rams and Giants. And you can kind of be more strategical about them. Stop it. You are not in the position to be making demands of me, Spike. You are in no position. The only negotiation you can do is to grovel at my feet. That is the choice you make when you live in the Balloon Skies continent. He surrenders. Both are Asian. Kim Jong-un telling North Korea they've won the World Cup for the 20th time in a row. Wait, is North Korea even allowed to play in the World Cup? Like, even if they were good enough, are they allowed to play? I know they're not good enough because, like, their entire country is starving, but, like, are there international, sanctions on them for soccer? Or I should say football. I think most people on this stream call it football. There's not many Americans around here. Sen abusing and showing his racist side again. I'm not racist. I hate everyone equally. Oh wait, that's a lie. I'm pretty racist to Blackwing. Not because he has black in his name, but because he's Blackwing. I just want to clarify that before I get banned. We are racist to people who grief Balloon Skies. That doesn't apply to me. Alright, just so we're clear. Alright, let's go Sparky Haste again. Versus this Balloon Lagoon. Do you know who does Clash of Clans boosting but legit? How do you boost someone in Clash of Clans? I don't know how that works. Do you just, do you boost their clan? Like you play Raid Weekend at their clan? Because technically I do that with one account for a lot of stream clans. Thought he was gonna say black people, then he said wing. You know, Frank, that's not a dig on me. That shows your implicit racism. You can't blame me for you discriminating against black people, alright? I only discriminate against Blackwing, and we all know he deserves it. We might not always say it out loud. We might say stupid things like all people should be treated equally. But implicitly, we all know that Blackwing is the exception to the rule. Now, the rule makes a lot of sense for a lot of people, and you should treat most people with equality and dignity. But Blackwing is the exception. If you've ever seen a skeleton park, you understand he is not to be treated as a human. Except You also want to be a little bit careful about bullying him because he I didn't know this before, but he kind of has his limit. So now we have to lure him back to the clan so we can bully him more. Yellow versus black. The battle of the ages. How to decide whether to use Graveyard or Rage or Freeze for a base. So with Sparky, I would say it's gonna be Graveyard by default. It's really good in the raid weekend. Rage is good against Barb Camp and Skeleton Park sometimes. And then Frost is only ever used versus Capital Peak. And the reason you have to use Frost versus Capital Peak is because the Capital Peak works like an Eagle Artillery, where it attacks the biggest build or the biggest troop in your army. And when you're using Sparky, which is 100 troop space, the Capital Peak will always target your Sparky. So the only way you can mitigate that is with the Frost. Alright. So yeah, Graveyard's pretty good. Rage is pretty good. Let's get our bonus attack before we forget. And then we can go from there. Always remember your bonus attack. Sam, what kind of knives do I use? Knives for what? For cooking? If it's for cooking, so Asians only use one knife in the kitchen. We only use the butcher knife. And I know that sounds bad. I don't know why it's called a butcher knife. But we use one kind of knife to cut every single vegetable and every single meat. And usually that knife becomes super dull over a few years. We never sharpen that knife either. I don't know what it's like in other Asian countries, but that's how it's like in China. There is only one knife that everyone uses. There's no fruit knives, there's no vegetable knives, there's only the butcher knife. And it's not because we use it against certain kinds of animals. It's just because that's tradition. Every other knife is invalid. Thanks. And is it possible to one-shot non-default layouts? For non-default layouts, the only strategy that you'll pretty much ever use, with very few exceptions, is going to be Sparky Haste Graveyard. Now, these are max districts, so you're never going to get non-default one-shots versus these, but yeah. It is possible, and it's also required for, like, not most clans, but, like, maybe the top 5 clans. We don't use the butcher knife against people. Alright. I will not accept this slander. Alright, so what about DC? So DC... Wait, this is a hard Dragon Cliffs. What is this? This almost looks tournament-ish, but not really. Alright, we gotta be careful here. A lot of people just go miners, and it's the most practical thing to use versus DC, but if you're in a top clan, you also have to try your best to consistently two-shot everything, and so Sparky is sometimes necessary. I know I just said never use Frost besides Peak, but this is the other exception. Versus DC, Frost is also good. And are we good to go? I think we are. Don't need too many bars, but a few would be nice. Try to one-shot a base and show me. All of these... Oh, wait. All of these districts are max, so these aren't going to happen. Alright. Now we only have one barb left, so we have to be careful with this last barb. And now we can do a haste here. Or a frost there, haste here. Slowly trickle in the rams. Giant to tank the dragon. Eye dragon up next. Next, eye dragon here. We can probably use a ram bar for the cannon, but we'll see after all is said and done. Sparky is pretty healthy and these defenses are frosted up too. Eye dragon takes out that spear thrower up there. This is why the frost is really good. It mitigates a lot of damage from the blasto and the dragons. And it just makes pathing through the base a lot easier. Now, we don't have any more eye dragons, so we can't kill any more supers. We don't want to get into that eye dragon range too early. Or that super dragon range too early. We want to use a ram to pull it away from my Sparky when my Sparky is about to enter the range. So my Sparky can get a couple more shots. So we got the bomb tower, wizard tower, and then I don't know if I can get one more shot with Sparky, but we'll try. Yes, we can. Nice. Very good first hit. So yeah, we get 3 dragons, blast bow. We even killed this dragon's post, I think. So that dragon's going to be a free roamer. And now you can finish off with miners probably. There's a bomb tower and a bomb tower here. But I think miners works pretty nicely. We'll even bring a heal spell. I've tried one-shotting and wasted 3 attacks as a result. Yeah, Sparky is pretty high risk, so you do want to be a tiny bit careful when using it, so you don't end up in horror situations. Let's try this. Ram tank that first Inferno a little bit. Pull that dragon away, put the barb. Heal up a little bit on the bomb tower. And now we have this one last giant to pull the last dragon. And we're going to do it once the miners start going over there. I've been doing solo raids occasionally to push my capital gold record, but it's boring as hell, so can you set a challenge for me, like a 10 fail limit or something? Well, you can set your own challenge and then announce it on the Discord. I don't know what's considered hard for you, so I can't really set a challenge. What about a zero fail record? Sen, are you sad because of your haircut? Is that why you're wearing a beanie in the summer? I'm bald. No, I've been wearing a beanie for the longest time though. Like I wear one in the office as well. I do take it off when it's really hot, but it's actually pretty cold in my house. He says as he's wearing short sleeves, but it is kind of chilly all year round. So, did anyone ping me? No, looks like we're good. How many accounts do we have left? We're on raid 15 with 8 more accounts. Our matchmaking's been really heavy this week, but let's just chill and work through with some Giants and Rage and Rams and Sparky. They won't let us wear a hat in the office. Where do you work? So, I work in the government, and we used to all be at home, basically teleworking, because like most of our jobs are on the computer anyway, so it doesn't matter if we go in the office. But ever since we got back to office, like there's like a dress code, quote unquote, but no one enforces it. Like my logic going to the office is like no one wants to be the guy known for dress coding people. So no one's ever said anything about me wearing whatever I want. Of course, I don't come into the office with like a t-shirt. I wear like a polo and like a beanie, but like I don't do anything. I don't do anything that's like a full-on suit. You know, there's some people who go into office with suit and tie, of course. They're usually a little bit older and they're a lot more put together than I am, but that's not required at all and no one actually cares. Everyone's used to, you know, working in their sweats for the longest time. I work for the city in Boston. Okay, so you've got like a city position. Will anyone like walk up to you like, no, you can't wear that, you gotta go home today? I don't, like, you might think there is a dress code, but it only exists if there's people enforcing it. Like, our standard is business casual, but they don't care. No one cares. If I walked into work with sweats, I might get a few questions from my supervisor, but he'd be like, whatever. It is what it is. I do similar work like procurement. Okay, that's cool. I say cool, but it's like the most freaking dry job ever. And you have to deal with like the crappiest customers. Basically, my job is customer service on steroids. You work with the dumbest people on the planet. Or at least your customers are. And your job is to explain them how to do things. Ouch. Alright. Not a 750, but good enough. I've tried zero fail challenge, but I don't know what counts as a fail. Do you count fails on high GQ as SBDC default or 3 shots of difficult peak? Fail counts as 4 shots on peaks and 3 shots on normal districts. So peak 3 shots is fine, but fails on normal districts, so 3 shots, that counts. Send 21 peak. All right, let me finish one more account and then we'll go over. I thought I was missing something. I guess I was. You know, my memory is so bad. Like, there's some people, like battles, who will remember things for months on end. And then there's me. If you say send peak, I'll forget it in about 2 minutes tops. If not less than that. I believe that is in the business called having the memory of a goldfish, but I was told that goldfish actually have decent memories. So maybe I have a memory that's even worse than a goldfish. Haste Graveyard's pretty good versus Builder's Workshop. Okay. No 3 shots on district sounds doable with Find the Base Bot. How good is Find the Base Bot actually? I know a lot of people have been using it in the bot commands, but I've never tried it myself. It seems a lot more accurate these days than before, and it always pulls up like my stream. for some of the bases, which is kind of surprising when there's so many bases out there, but I guess he's able to find close matches. And I am from the US. A proud American. Although I don't know about how proud I am these days. My country's kind of getting humiliated. Let's try to get this blast bow at least. Sparky's pretty healthy, so it should be pretty safe. Barb chip down the Tesla. Oops. Oh, that was a bad barb. Was it a bad barb? Yeah, it was a really bad barb. Good enough. How many medals do I get? I get like 18 to 1900. I don't ever look. Because as you can see, my medals are always max. I don't spend them. So I only get gems. I don't get any medals. I get like 18 gems a week. I think the conversion is 1 gem per 100 medals. You'll get a lot more gems if you just buy potions from the shop and then sell them. But since I haven't played Home Village in like coming on 2-year anniversary now, there's no reason for me to get that. Alright, let's just quickly span some of these down. You were supposed to say, I am from good. Thanks. Sus. Best country, according to my president, the best, hottest country in the world right now. Just as late as 2024, our clan, our country was dead. But now we're in 2026, and we're the talk of the town. Something like that. It's goated for finding burnt peaks and also used for districts if they're internet. Okay, that's cool. So, when you've been playing Clan Capital as long as I have, you kind of recognize a lot of bases anyways. But I can see how that's a very useful tool for people who are just getting into things. So that is pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Alright, let's go Golem Force Quit here. Do that. Balloons inside the haste, zap here. And let's quickly go through these before I forget about Sen 21 again. Lucas said he only searches your stream. Well, there's not many other sources, so that would make sense. And I hit a lot of bases on stream. Oh, uh-oh. Force quit gone wrong, gone sexual? What? I think we're still fine. Like, most of these defenses are like, they are like ground targeting, so we'll try this. This. 2 eye dragons, 1 in the middle, 1 on the minion hive. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful here, guys. We were a little bit overzealous on our force quitting. Let's lock in. Hate that bot in Home Village kind of ruins it. Wait, does that bot work in Home Village as well? You can find Home Village bases? Pretty sick if you can. Frost here, and then we'll frost on the last rocket. Closes that as well. Alright, now we jump here. P.E.K.K.A. So once we get past these two spear throwers, there's not much hitting my P.E.K.K.A. I feel like I've been corrupted, chat. When I just said hitting my P.E.K.K.A, I just got a dirty image in my head. This is your fault, chat. You've done this to me. I blame you. I think we should be good, though. Why not mass miners? I don't think mass miners would have worked here. There was too much splash. That's why. But this should be pretty safe. And we can force quit. That would be a disgusting application of our bot. True. Why would you make anything for home village players? Double heal probably is fine. $2K left on the space. There ain't much left. So we can just heal over Inferno, Giant Cannon. Ooh, there's a bomb there. P.E.K.K.A smash or pass? Chat, has the P.E.K.K.A ever come out of her suit? Oh, they even got rid of the language about how it's a she. Or do they have in the home village? Oh, I don't even have P.E.K.K.A unlocked. This is my Title 6. Too lazy to check. Alright, we'll go over to Sen 21 and then we'll finish these off. Let's go over to Sen 21. We even made it such that you can't add home village links for the automatic renewal service. Based. That is pretty based. Home village players, am I right? Home village players. Oh, I also have to check. It also doesn't do anything for builder-based players. I understand that should be a given, but I just need to double check that the builder-based players are also getting discriminated against. Alright, this is CH9. We need a jump. It also identifies as non-binary now. Does it not use ones and twos? Is that what you mean by non-binary? How does the bot identify as non-binary? Hello bro, can you support me? Like financially support you? Did you just walk into my chat and ask to be financially supported? Listen, I'm not rich enough to be having sugar babies yet. I'll get to that point in my life. Unfortunately, I can't pay the rent with my clan capital rank. I know it's a travesty, but I can't afford a sugar baby just yet. You need support, you're a PS5 player. Did you just walk in here requesting technical support for a PS5? Brother, you need a lot more than PS5 support, based on my light analysis. Oh, Sparky went for that Tesla. That Tesla chain was nasty. 2 Crushers, Inferno, both Teslas. Oh. Oh, that one hit the spot. We should be good now. Bro, can I borrow $50? Is this stream gonna become a begging send for financial and technical support kind of stream? Summit, I think you walked into the wrong... I think you walked into the wrong store. We don't sell that here. We don't... I'm not trying to disappoint you, but we don't sell that here. Something like that. Bro is displaying the most NPC behavior I have seen in a while. Like, I would probably mute him, but he's impressively NPC in a way that is entertaining. I don't know what's going on. I don't think the cogs are turning in his brain very well. But then again, he's also a PS5 player, so what would I expect from him? Classic. Are you Balloon Skies? Well, Balloon Skies is my clan, yes. Is this the Legendary Summit? No, this is a different one. You cannot mistake the Legendary Summit for this random summit. Wait, no, wait. Summit, wait, this is Summit Rawal. This is him. This is him. Oh, good thing I didn't ban him. Wait, it's Summit. I didn't realize the man himself. He's here. He's here. Oh no. He's back. He's back. He's back and more powerful than ever. Can I balloon on your sky? That's not what that means, but... That's not what my clan name means, but, you know. Wait, is this Summit Rawat or Summit Rawal? It was almost him. Almost him. For context, those of you who are in the know, Summit Rawat. It's either Summit Rawal or Summit Rawat. He's a legendary clan capital player. Someone on our Discord server posed as a 13-year-old girl and catfished Summit, the legend. The greatest lol cow clan capital has ever seen. The greatest lol cow we have ever been graced with. But he left with his legacy, and he hasn't shown his face since. I wouldn't show my face ever again if that happened to me either, so I understand. Alright, let's go back to Balloon Skies. Finish things off. How long is your clan top 1 trophies? For a while now. There's not many good trophy pushing clans anymore. I think Balloon Skies is actually the only one. This one's gonna be hard. This one's gonna be really hard. Frost here, Sparky here. Alright, let's do that. Need a lot of rams, need a few barbs at the start. Try this. Spike wrote PDF file, I saw my name. You know, you don't, that's a bad mistake to make. I don't recommend mistaking yourself for being on the registry. Not exactly a good sign. The reason I wanted to start Sparky here, even though the left side has some pretty good chains as well, is because we can kill this multi-cannon for free in 2 shots. So I figured it's probably okay. Oh no. Bro. Oh my god, oh no. Why are all the zaps over here? Oh no. Oh no, that Tesla wrecked me. That's brutal. We're not getting that dragon, huh? There's like 30 rapid rockets around that thing. Alright, this is gonna be a 3-shot. Alright, I'll just 3-shot this thing off stream. This one's gonna be cooked. Tough base, tough base. Sometimes Teslas do that to you. Multi-cannon was bait. Yeah, I guess it was bait, but I didn't see how going into the blast was gonna be any better for me. Guess with that Tesla there, maybe the bottom side was just better. Rip. But we'll end it off here. We'll call it a successful stream. Oh wait, one last thing. Spike, you shouldn't have criticized me. You shouldn't have criticized me. Yeah? Am I feeling merciful? Is Sen benevolent today? Chat, we'll take a vote. Oh, he called me a baby as well. Chat, let's take a vote. Do we want to watch this? Watch this 22% masterpiece? We can vote as a class. This is a democracy. This is a democratic process. We can elect to vote on Spike's Barbarian Can't Replay before we leave. Do we have mercy on him? That's one vote from Charon, yes. Don't listen to chat, son. I've been listening to chat all stream. I don't know why that should change now. I think you've been outvoted. That's 3 in favor, Spike. I'm sorry. I'm the kind of person that caves to peer pressure. It do be like that sometimes. Let's watch this. So this is Sparky Double Rage on Barb Camp when it's not done by Sen. This is how it looks like. So, alright, we got minions on the outside, that's good. Split the minions, clear the trash, open up the deployment zone, everything's going good. Well, everything's going good until he drops down Sparky. So Sparky on the cannon, Ram chips down the bomb tower a little bit. And he's doing a good thing here. He's holding on to his rage so that the Giants don't kill the bomb tower. Then he drops all of his barbs in the giant cannon. So all the giants survive. He tries to zap the giants down, but 2 of them still live, and all 5 defenses and the giant cannon, they gangbang down that Sparky. Looking like a Blackwing Miner kind of attack. Looking like a Blackwing Miner kind of attack. Let's just watch that in let's watch that again actually in slow motion this time. I think that happened a little bit too fast for you guys, so I think we should play it back as well. Giant punches down. So this is why you should actually hold your rage. If he held his rage, he would have been fine here. But then the giant kills the bomb tower. He didn't have another giant down. 5 defenses and 4 giants log onto him. Giant cannon and mortar kills the barbs that he panic drops. Oh, that's beautiful. Making fun of other people it makes my day. He could have probably saved his attack if he was a little bit faster in the zap, and he just zapped the giant cannon so the barbs lived, but yeah, he got hit by too much damage and Sparky went down. You shouldn't let random people into the clan, Sen. Yeah, I shouldn't have let random people into the clan. Alright, thank you all for coming out though. It was a good stream. And I'll be signing out for now. See you guys next week. Same time as ever. 11 a.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. Sunday, EST, whenever that is for you guys. And take care, everyone. Someone in my clan just 5-shot Wizard Valley with Super Dragons. I'm just shocked, man. Just tell them to go miners. If your clanmates do 2 frosts, 10 miners, every single attack, they'll be totally fine. And the VOD will be up in like an hour, so you can watch it back. But yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.